See if we can get this cleaned up just a little bit. Okay, not too bad. So I know where we left off. I was going to talk a little bit about some of the not so great stuff. Um, give me 1 second, guys. My wife just showed up. What's up?
It just stalled up at the stables, and then we just got it in here, and it stalled fully in.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We're still having some technical difficulties with the Ranger. It is working, but sometimes it just stalls out. So, anyways, getting back to trucking a little bit. Where we left off, you guys can see that we still have that one wheel right there. That is needing to get put back on the truck. And then I'll probably get the other one taken off today and get it swapped out. But that's not very exciting. That's just normal stuff. So the reason this, I don't know. I don't want to be like, I don't know what the word is, over dramatic. And hang on 1 second. Yes, I'm not gonna be able to focus. As soon as I started this video, all my family showed up. So, anyways, I don't want to be dramatic. I don't want to be like, oh, everything's awful, because it's not. I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. Is it a hard choice to get out of trucking? Yes, it is. But do I think it's the right one? Yeah. Like I said 2 days ago, we're going with the cattle ranching. We're going with venue. I want to open up a butcher shop. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. I'm not going to sit around and mope and do all that kind of stuff. But it's not as great as it used to be. My happy place is in the driver's seat of that truck. I love driving it. It's just awesome. But to make a long story short, and this is the one that I said back on Monday, kind of blew my mind. A couple weeks ago, I had a phone call from the CHP to do a bit inspection, which is totally normal. It's a regular thing in trucking. For anybody who does not know what a bit inspection is, basically, the CHP, or if you're in another state, it's whatever DOT program they have. They will want to come see all your paperwork. They'll come want to inspect at least a couple of your commercial vehicles. They're going to want to check off that they're safe to be on the roads. And right now, California's doing like a big push on that because of what happened last Saturday. Really sad story. I'm not going to talk about that too much because that's a really sad one to hear about. But basically, they want to come, they want to inspect everything, make sure that all your paperwork's legit, that you're a real motor carrier. Basically, that you're following all of the guidelines that are set in motion for these commercial truck drivers. Now, do I think it's becoming obsessive or excessive, I guess would be the correct word? In California, yes. I think it is becoming way too difficult to stay on top of everything that you need to do. California has the strictest emissions compliance stuff. This year, I think you have to get your truck inspected twice a year now. It's going to go to 4 times a year, which the actual test itself is not a whole lot of money. It's like, I don't know, you can get it for like $100, $150, and your truck's down for a couple hours to do the test. And might not seem like a big deal, but basically, if you factor in downtime, having to take your truck to get tested, the actual cost of the test itself, you might be able to figure like 3.5, 4 days of downtime, which I'm not going to say this truck works every day anyways, but if the truck's down for 4 days, that's a pretty big loss in income. Now, is trucking still worth it? It is. I'm not going to try and sit here and tell you guys that trucking's not worth it anymore. If you chase it, you can still make a lot of money with this thing. But you got to chase it pretty hard right now. Economy's not super great, at least in California. I know in other states they're doing much better than we are. I think even like north of San Diego, they're still doing better than we are. But regardless, I talked with the CHP officer. He was very, very nice to me. I don't have any issues. He called and was like, hey, can we come do a bit inspection? And he wanted to do it like really short notice. And I was actually kind of busy that week, so I said, can we push it back? Long story short, my wife and I started talking over the weekend, and I told her, you know what? I think I'm done. I think I'm done with trucking. We got a lot of other stuff going on. Let's wrap it up. Let's go ahead and start to shut things down, which was really, really hard for me because my entire life I've always wanted a Peterbilt. And not just any Peterbilt. This is like my dream truck right here. Absolutely love this thing, but it just does not quite fit into our plans anymore. And so after a lot of back and forth, we finally decided, you know what, we could sell this truck. It's still worth quite a bit. I really don't owe that much on it. It's like super on the tail end of the loan. It's just about paid off. So, um, so yeah, we could take what we get from the truck and dump it into other things like cattle. You know, I've already talked about all this. But anyways, so that Monday came around and I called the officer, and it was actually kind of a funny conversation. Super nice guy. I called and I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to have to go ahead and cancel the bit inspection. And he kind of laughed at me and he goes, I don't think you quite understand what these are. And I said, no, I'm very familiar with what they are. He goes, they need to happen. And I was like, nope. I said, I think we're done. And he goes, what do you mean you're done? And I say, I'm done with trucking. We're going to shut it down. I'm going to sell my Peterbilt. We're out. And he kind of was quiet for a little bit and goes, what are you going to do to replace it? And so I told him pretty much everything that we have set in motion. And he goes, oh, he was super nice, very supportive. He's like, oh, that's really cool to hear that you're going to be going on to bigger and better, hopefully. And then came the bombshell. And this is the one that just blew my mind, that really solidified the decisions that I had made to go ahead and wrap things up. He kind of paused for a little bit, and I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was something along the lines of, you know, I don't know how you owner operators find the drive to want to excel in this industry anymore. He said the rules and regulations are just getting harder and harder to deal with, and what's coming down the pipeline is going to be even more strict. And so here he is, an officer of the law, realizing that all of these laws are, I don't want to say unjust, but they are crazy. The amount of rules and regulations that we have to follow. And he admitted to it being too much, but here he is enforcing them. So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, this is the right move. I'm done. I'm out. I've been planning on doing something like this for years. It's just been really hard because trucking is consistent. I've been able to do pretty good with it. I've been able to provide for my family with it. This has just been such an awesome truck. The other two Peterbilts that I've had, awesome trucks. The Cummins X15, high performance. This one's got the big boy. It's got the 605 horse engine. They're just phenomenal trucks. I love them. And so it was a really, really hard decision to do, but I think it's the right one. And so that was kind of the deal, where I talked about, I don't know if it's Thomas Jefferson or Abe Lincoln, talked about evil prevailing by good men doing nothing. I don't know the exact quote. And I'm not saying, like, I don't have any hatred towards CHP officers. I wanted to be one for a long time. I know they're good guys. They're providing for their families. But all these rules and regulations that they're having to enforce now, I don't know how we go about this, because a lot of them are crazy. They're crazy laws that owner operators have to follow. So yeah, long story short, I'm done. And as you guys saw on Monday, I'm starting to get this truck all polished up. I'm gonna go through it with a fine-tooth comb, because whoever ends up with this truck, I want them just to be as happy with this truck as I have been. I absolutely love driving this thing. It's going to be a really, really hard day when this thing goes away. Like, I'm getting goosebumps. I don't know if you guys can see that right now, but me thinking about it is like, it's hard. These are just, they've been a part of my life for such a long time. So it is going to be something that's really difficult for me. But like I said, I think it's the right move to do. We've been working at trying to turn this ranch into something for a very long time, and I think it's finally here. I think we flick that domino and we go for it. So, yeah, let's see. I haven't seen any live chats. I don't know how this works. Let me welcome to live chat. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. Now that I think about it, that's kind of random. I don't know if this is working correctly. Can somebody like make a comment to see if I can see what's going on? go. It should be working. Oh, okay. I don't know how that got turned off. Let's see. Matt Horner just said something. Sounds like you have a solid plan to move forward. Yep. It's like the state of California wants to destroy everything. I will tell you this, guys. What's up, George? I'm fighting tooth and nail to stay here. I do not want to leave. I love where we're at. Is it getting harder to want to stay here? Yes. Yes, it is. It's an extremely true statement. So, yeah, we don't have any plans on leaving immediately. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep trying to make California a great place. I feel like good people need to stay here and fight for what we have, because it is a beautiful state. It's got a lot to offer. Anyways, I'm not going to get political, even though you guys can probably guess what side I lean towards. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this wheel back on. And I'll probably get that other wheel off. We'll get it polished up. I don't think I'll talk too much more. And then if I can get that other wheel taken off and polished, I'll probably call it a day. So you guys can tell I got a little bit sweaty. It's starting to dry up a little bit. We're kicking butt up on the venue today. It's just coming along great. So anyways, I will be doing like a not live video where we actually show some of the new laws that are coming in to effect for these things, emissions laws. I know there's a lot of federal stuff that's supposed to ease up, maybe. We'll see if that one actually happens. But California, they really don't care too much about federal stuff. They're like in their own lane, and they just keep doing what they want to do. I have used the Butcher Boy. Disassemble Dave, right on. Yeah, in one of my past videos, Mike came with the little piece and we ran a couple things through it to test it, but I will be working on that here shortly. But this right here is high priority because I actually shut it down last week. It's done. I sent off my stuff to said, you know what? I am no longer a motor carrier, blah, blah, blah. And so I cannot use this truck for work anymore. So it is now a very expensive lawn ornament, and it needs to get ready to go. So this is going to be top priority until it's gone. So anyways, we do need good butcher shops in Southern California because there are not a whole lot of them anymore. Actual butchering, where you take like whole carcass is what they would call it. There are not very many of them here. And so we want to provide a good service that's reasonable. Because I don't know if you guys been to the supermarket lately. Beef is outrageous. I know in California, like the average price per pound for, I think it's prime ribeye is, I want to say between $30 and $50 a pound. So it's just absolutely insane. And we want to give people a good product for a reasonable price. I've been saying this for years now. Beef is on its way to becoming a luxury. So it's very apparent when you go to the grocery store, like subpar, average. Hawaii is in line with California, most everything. You and Ryan should get together and make yourself a nice little farm. We've talked about it. Ryan's got some nice fields that could be set up for pasture. Now that I know how to grow hay, we may attempt something like that over the wintertime when it actually rains out here, because I don't think we've gotten rain in like 4 months. Lenobes, this is live. Traditional butchers are a dying breed. I'm a journeyman butcher retired. That's what I'm hearing a lot. I'm trying to line up with a butcher out in Texas right now that if it goes well, hi, what's up, Kyle? I'm going to go spend a week out there kind of, just following in his shoes. Basically like a crash course on butchering. And then I do know another butcher that's probably about 2 hours from here that I can kind of go shadow him and try and learn the trade a little bit. Obviously, there's going to be some huge learning curves, but I really, really want to learn how to do it. What's this channel about? Honestly, this channel started out with me talking about trucking. I used to love it. I used to have 2 dump trucks. We have this one. I had a bunch of tractors. It was all construction related. And through the years, it has just slowly morphed into, you might have to get back into trucking just to haul your stuff out. That is what I fear about the most. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But yeah, basically the channel has just morphed into progress with what we got going on out here at the ranch. What's going to happen with your wedding area you just got done making. We are not done with it. But basically we just want to make like a little area that we rent out for people so that they can also have affordable weddings. Because wedding venues just cost a fortune here in Southern California. I would love to buy beef from you, but it's going to get better. But is it going to get better than your hay growing skills? Yes, I can guarantee that one. I actually had a customer call me today. Well, I would say more of a friend because we raise steers for friends and family, and they called me today just to let me know that it was fantastic. I actually have another close friend that we raised one for, and they actually kind of scared me with the message at first. They said, "Hey James, I just thought I should let you know we pulled 2 fillets out of the freezer last night." And at first that was kind of worded like, "Oh no, what's going to happen? Are they bad? Were they spoiled or whatever?" And they said, but it was from the previous steer that they bought, and they just wanted to let me know that the difference was night and day, and they absolutely love my beef. I do know how to raise good cattle, and they taste great. Do I know how to cut them up yet? No, I do not. I want to learn. That's why I don't think you guys can see it, but there is a Butcher Boy meat bandsaw back there. I've been trying to find like meat grinders. I've been trying to figure out everything that I need to do it, and that's why I want to go learn out in Texas. Shadow them, basically see how their shops are set up, and then we'll take it from there. My favorite truck ever. That should be a no-brainer. Wait, are we talking like truck or like pickup? If it's a pickup, they are the Chevy square bodies. Hands down, favorite truck ever. If you guys have, if you want to go way back in the channel, I used to have a wicked K30 with a 5.9 12 valve conversion in it that was just built to the max. Sweet truck. Had to sell it, needed some money. That one was really hard too. That was a one-of-a-kind truck. Real trucks don't use spark plugs. Amen. I will never buy another gas truck ever. Well, I don't want to say ever. You never know. But diesel for the win for sure. So where was I getting at? There was a question up here. Oh yeah, moving out of California would be so hard for me. The amount of junk that I have is unreal, and I just realized that my daughter's back there spying on us.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
So, yeah, it would take a lot of work to leave this place. I mean, just an insane amount of work. There would probably be, I don't want to say like heavy D level yard sale, but definitely would be a yard sale because I don't think I could take all this stuff with me. Got a lot of stuff in this shop. I don't know. What do you think? Would it be hard to leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
We spent almost our whole life here.
You have spent your whole life here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to leave your home.
Yep.
I know a lot of people are doing it right now, but just for us,
Yeah.
just to think about it,
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't know.
You don't know, huh?
I mean, it'd be nice to be closer to our family since most of them are moved out.
And we do have a lot of family that has left the state. Oh boy. Oh man. These wheels haven't been this polished in quite some time. Kind of makes me sad putting it together and seeing them so clean, because I don't think they've been that clean in, I don't know, probably a year. So let's see, we'll go ahead and get this a little bit closer. It's actually on the charger right now because just about dead. We never got a weight on the tire and wheel combo. You are correct. Let me see. I'm gonna guess. No, I can't be exact because I am not a scale. But James Gamboa, what's up? 170 pounds? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be that much. Let me see. If I can lift it up, it's probably not 170 pounds.
Let's see.
How am I going to do this? I'm going to throw my back out trying. I would say
150?
120 maybe. 130. That's my guess. All right. Let's get this back on there.
I wonder if someone could look it up and correct you. That'd be funny.
They probably could. Does somebody want a Google search? Let's see. This is a 425 65 R22 and a half. See how much that tire weighs. And then we'll factor in, I don't know, what a 22 and a half inch Alcoa wheel weighs. Get it.
Oh.
Sell the link belt? No, it's still up there.
I think we'd sell the link belt if it was the end of the world.
Yeah, that's a great machine.
Although it would be cool just to go on Craigslist and see link belt.
That one here. Ouch. The truck has settled a little bit.
So someone said, Google says 100 to 155 elbs.
Huh.
But who trusts Google? Ooh, LOL.
What's that?
They said, Google says 125, 150 elbs. But who trusts Google? LOL.
Let's see.
So yeah, you were right about there.
But yeah, so probably about 120, 130. About right. About right-ish. Man, my Harbor Freight Jack's struggling right now.
Harbor Freight, but you spent so much money on that. How could they fail you?
Hard to believe.
Maybe it's because you use them so much.
Uh-oh. You might be in trouble.
Oh no.
Never trust a Harbor Freight Jack. Yeah, we got problems. Jack doesn't want to go up.
Hey Dad, someone asked, what does a rig like that go for nowadays?
That's a really good question. We should have bought stock in Harbor Freight 10 years ago. That's a true statement. If you were to go buy this truck new,
It'd probably
I think
be
they're
way too
going
much.
for more than $300,000. They are not cheap. Now, keep in mind, this truck has a lot of really nice features. It's got the double liner chassis, 46,000 pound rear ends. It's got the big Kahuna steering axle. It's a true long nose. It's got the true twin exhaust. It's not like the fake. The other Peterbilts that I had, which were also 389s, they were the regular hood. The other stack on it, the driver side, was just a dummy stack. So the long nose Pete's actually have a true twin exhaust system. This one's got the platinum interior. I've put a couple things on it. It's got a cool beacon bar up top. 18 speed, twin steering boxes. It's got the mother of all wet kits, high and low pressure setup. It's a nice truck. A lot of goodies on this thing. Not your average Peterbilt.
Dad, we bought this like 8 years ago.
Hey.
Whoa!
Whoa! I think my daughter's here. She's saved my phone.
Just saved the live streaming. I'm such a hero.
I know, that could have been the end of the video. Okay. Woo! I mean, this thing settled. I mean, another 1/8 of an inch, I don't think we'd have got it on there. Do those older trucks use def? If this was an older truck, no, it would not. But this truck's a 2020.
Yeah, so it is.
It's
Wait, it's 2020?
it's not actually that old. So,
Ah, okay.
but I don't know how I'm gonna get this jack stand out from underneath it. But at least we got a wheel on here now, so it's not gonna go anywhere.
So, Dad, how much are you going to sell this for?
That is undisclosed. I'm not gonna say that quite yet.
Okay.
Whatever it is, it's gonna be more than $5.
Okay, good.
So this is a crazy idea. It would probably be like one of the craziest of ideas I've ever had. And it's actually like, it's really hard to get people to do anything online. Yeah, they finance them. What's up, George Rodriguez? Jorge? Yeah, you can finance used trucks all the time. But I was talking with my brother John. He's like, you should do a raffle on that truck. And I was like, it's so hard to get people to do anything online. I mean, a couple live videos ago, I talked about giving away like an $800 torque wrench. And I thought that would have done a little bit better than it did. And it did not. It performed pretty poorly. So...
Oh, Dad, you know what you should do?
that may have been why the jack was not working. Low on air pressure. But we got it on regardless. Yeah, so anyways, I talked about doing excuse me, the torque wrench giveaway. And I think I gained like 10 subscribers from that video. And that torque wrench is not cheap. No, it's a super nice one. So I don't know if it's just YouTube like saying no, we don't want to do anything like this. I don't know what the deal is. And not that I'm upset about it. I mean, I don't really want to give the wrench away, but football is going good. It is good. I'm actually in a really good mood today. Thank you for saying that, though.
Dad, you should probably do Dad, you got a question.
That,
You got a question.
I think these are 135. I was wrong. These are 120. But they are big. It's a huge tire.
Dad, someone's leaving.
Gotta go. Hope stays good. See you next time. Thank you, Jorge. Thank you, Eric the Great. Are you Eric from out in the desert? Just wondering. But I too have to go. This took a little bit longer than I thought it was. So, yeah, that's it in a nutshell. Why I am getting out of the trucking business. It's just not as enjoyable as it used to be. And I will tell you what I do enjoy now. I enjoy working with cattle. And I enjoy working on that venue up front. Those are both very worthwhile projects. And I see in the future, I see them performing infinitely better than trucking has been lately. Also, yes, I have seen Ryan's new truck. It's pretty nice. He makes an envious neighbor out of me. It's pretty nice. Big fan, brother. When can we get some merch? I actually talked a little bit about that today. Trying to figure out some of the stuff behind that one. I do think it's about that point where we get to it as well.
Dad, you should.
But I don't know 100% yet. I got to talk to some more people, get some stuff figured out. But it may be coming sooner than later. So anyways, give me 1 second. What is this, sweetheart?
I have an idea for merch. What if you sold pillows with pictures of your truck on them?
My daughter says I should sell pillows with pictures of my truck on them. Hopefully someday we can talk cows. I would like to raise my own in Arizona. George, message me on Instagram. I love talking about cattle. I've learned a lot over the years. I still got a lot to learn about. Don't do clothing. Do useful merch. Give me some ideas. I'm all for it.
Make wrenches with Mr. Muddy on
What kind of merch are we talking about? Like Get Muddy mud flaps? I don't know, stickers.
stickers.
I am like I'm being serious. What would you consider useful merch? I'm all ears. If you do your shirts, make sure they got pockets. That's a good one.
Pockets. Yes.
Let's see. I retired from a Peterbilt dealership. I did outside part sales. Oh, we got a man on the inside. Collab with Get Muddy. Work for it. Tank top 2XL. Maybe. Definitely hats. I love a good hat. Maybe I could partner up with someone that actually makes big hats because I need. Oh, it's going to be hard to show you guys. I have like the biggest head in the world. It's huge. Normal hats do not fit me. These guys right here, Columbia, are the only ones that I've found that make like trucker style hats that actually fit me. So, yeah, like I said, I got to wrap it up. I got to get going. I am going to do, I think I said this already, but yes, big size hats, please. Hats, flags, hooded sweater. Get Muddy is a great logo name. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to put together another video that I don't know how long it'll be, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to it, but it's going to talk about a lot of the actual stuff that's going to be happening. Because right now everything's got to be what's called Tier 4 final compliant in California, and Tier 5 is on its way, which is awesome. It's great news. Tool storage. That's a good idea.
What if you made toolboxes with Mr. Get Muddy on them?
Toolboxes. California is a temporary shelf. What do you mean by that? Anyways, I gotta go. I've been dilly-dallying long enough. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys on the next one. Later. Well, you want to say bye?
Bye.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Okay.